What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. This is the Humble Lecter, and today we got another figure here from the Spider-Man wave, and this is a figure that I'm actually very excited to check out. And this, of course, is the Assassin Spider, or you might want to call it here the Spider Shot. So in today's video, what we're going to do is, of course, check out the figure, go through articulation, accessories, and of course do some comparisons, and at the end, of course, give you my thoughts. So yes, without further ado, let's just unbox this bad boy up. Okay, so we have the Spider Shot figure over here, looking really nice. For the top half, top half looks very amazing. Accessory wise, we have the effect gun pieces here, which is really cool. We also have an extra pair of hands here. We have the fisted, we have the whip tripping hands, so the pretty standard stuff, right? We're going to have this tripping hands. There isn't any wall crawling hands with this, which is quite disappointing, I would say. But I've seen people that actually use the bombastic Bagman wall crawling hands on this. So if you guys want to use that, you can go and do that. But this is probably the default hands that I would place on him here, because he does look just so cool. I remember I was reading the Spider-Verse back in 2014 or 15, I forgot when was it. It was quite some time ago. And I remember I saw this character and I was like wishing him that he would actually survive, because I like his suit a lot and I like his character, his backstory. Of course, it was just a one-off thing, but and I'm not mistaken, he actually died in the whole Spider-Verse kind of saga, so that's quite disappointing. But we have an amazing figure here. But for the lower part, that is the most annoying thing, because this figure here is actually using the Renew Your Vows body mold. I am not exactly sure why they have changed the lower part on him here. Like, the legs are almost the same except for the feet here with no toe articulation, but they changed the hips so bad. Like, I didn't really notice it too much, but when I was watching one of the reviewers' video and they mentioned that thigh gap over here, that is very distracting. There isn't any way for it to, like, you know, kind of close or whatsoever. The more you close it, the worse it gets. So I would just advise you guys to put him into some action poses here to get the thigh gap distraction off, because once you see it, you won't forget it anymore. So just looking at a closer look on this figure here, he looks really nice with the eyes over here. I can see people actually using this for a superior Spider-Man body. And I've seen people actually use the arms over here for the symbiote Spider-Man, which is weird because you can actually get the VHS1 here to get the arms, because you have to remove the paint here as well. You can just remove it with like some nail polish or whatever. The legs as well, you can actually use it. If you don't like the tips here, you can actually use it for your maybe you symbiote Spider-Man, or you want to make a new one or a custom. You can get some nice pair of pinless joints all around here. And there isn't too much to him. We have the pouches, which is attached to his body here. There isn't any belt on him. And also, I do like the spider logo over here. It looks very nice. Of course, it's all just painted on, and also goes on with the back here as well. So we have seen this body mold, and with that being said, let's just go on to articulation here. So head movement, this is where it gets annoying, because you have that kind of gap on his neck here. So you can see there is a gap because you want to pull it up over here, and yeah, you have that notch on the back here. So you can only look up this much, which isn't too much for a Spider-Man figure. Down here as well. And yeah, this isn't too bad. Let me just adjust the lighting here. I hope it's a little bit better. So yeah, in terms of the head movement, you can rotate it as much as you want. You can have a nice swivel here. Arms, you go full 360 degrees. You have your butterfly joints here, which goes back. Not too bad, I would say. And also you just crunch forward in a little bit. And of course, you have your bicep swivel. You have your pinless joints over here, which does go back maximum over here, which isn't too bad. And of course, you have all the wrist rotations are the same. You have your rotation and a hinge up and down here, which is really nice. And you have a notch inside here, which you can just put your effect pieces. So you can put the smoke one from the Black Widow figures, or you can put this effect blasters over here as well. And you have your pouches, and going on the torso, you can of course crunch forward here this much, backwards a little bit more, and of course if you go all the way with the lower torso, not too bad, and backwards here amazingly all the way back. And of course you can have a nice swivel here, sideways and side to side move motion here as well. Not too bad, not too bad. And legs. Surprisingly, although the thigh gap is huge, the legs doesn't spread out a lot. This is just so weird. I don't know why they did it with this figure here. So you can't kick forward this much. You have your upper thigh swivel, and of course your pinless jointed double knees, which does go back quite a fair bit. And of course you have your calf rotation and no toe articulation here. This I think is using the 2099 feet here, which is very, very weird. I'm not sure why they couldn't just give us the toe articulation here. So that is it with the articulation of the Assassin Spider-Man. Alright, and also we have some other amazing Spider-Man figures over here. We have the MCU Final Swing Spider-Man, and also we have the Ben Reilly Scarlet Spider here as well, which of course doesn't have that big weird thigh gap up here, but it does use the same body mold as this one here. So yeah, you can get a good glimpse of this, which I think still looks really, really nice and badass. And of course, here is the X-Men 97. We have the Wolverine figure and also the Cyclops figure next to him as well. And also we have the G.I. Joe Outback Stewart next to him right here. And of course we have the Mayfax Iron Spider and the SHF Far From Home Spider-Man. Guys, so that is it with the Assassin Spider-Man, and overall I would say a really great figure. And of course, with that being said, let's just go on to the rating. So for this, I would give him a solid probably 7.5 out of 10. Of course, the thigh gap is distracting, but he isn't too bad. I did wish that they could have just given us straight up the toe articulation on him, but he is still an awesome figure. He is still lacking on some stuff like the accessories, no more crawling hands. Very disappointing for a Spider-Man figure in 2024. But like I mentioned before, this is just a really cool figure to get, and I think I had a lot of fun actually posing him around because he's just so cool with the angry expression over here, with the gun shooters from him. You can just do a lot of stuff with this figure, which is really fun. So it's all about that. I think at the end of the day, you know, you're paying just 25 bucks for this, so you just want to have all your fun. I got mine from One Toy Malaysia. So in case if you're in Malaysia, you can get it from here. And yeah, this is just my rating and my thoughts. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys think about this figure. And of course, if you enjoyed this video, don't click the like and smash the subscribe button down below. And I'll see you guys in the next one.